I read TEDx, I heard youth, and boy, it took 20 years, not of my life, of my age. And boy, do I feel young today, being among such wisdom, but such young people. So thank you for that, TEDx. As Ms. Rabia introduced me, my name is Fatma Khalid. I'm the head of academics. And today I talk to you about a topic that is close to my heart. Embracing inclusivity and diversity. We are building equitable environments for all. We're gonna, please indulge me for a second. I want you to raise your hand if you've ever felt you did not belong. Raise your hands. If you've ever felt you did not belong in conversations, in dialogues, in your workplaces, or even simple activities such as this one. Please keep those hands raised. If somebody's kindness, passion, smile made you feel that you were included. Thank you. Put your hands down. That feeling of not belonging is not rare, and it's more than what we care to admit. And yet, the smallest feelings, the smallest action, gestures of inclusion can open wide doors to people's hearts and establish true connection. Today, I invite you to see inclusion, not as buzzwords or policies, but as powerful forces which shapes the way we live, the way we lead, and the way we stay connected, not just as institution people, but as individuals. I want to take you to a story. I want to give you a story, actually. And this is a young man, a young boy, and for the sake of confidentiality, we shall call him Adam. Adam, what do I say about Adam? Adam is a curious, endlessly insightful, a born leader. But from earlier on in his life, Adam was most often misunderstood. He struggled with simple tasks. He was excluded from classroom activities, group works, even conversations. See, what people focused on what Adam couldn't do, rather than asking what Adam actually could. But there was that one person who dared to look deeper. They offered Adam patience, they adapted, they were flexible, and most importantly, they offered Adam trust. They did not try to fix Adam. They understood Adam. That small shift did not only help Adam succeed, but it gave him that powerful sense of belonging. And here's the key, people. Adam did not change. His environment did. Let's look at the bigger picture. Adam's story is not rare. It mirrors what millions face every day in our education systems, in our public health care, in our hiring processes. Systems still exclude based on ethnicity, language, or even simply not fitting into the norm. People with disabilities still face systemic barriers to mobility, to employment, to access. Many from minority ethnic backgrounds endure microaggressions and are often feel invisible in key conversations. Individuals with unique needs are labeled difficult, rather than different. Inclusion, people, inclusion is not about fitting into the norm. It's about something far more human. It's about creating spaces or a world or opportunities where people can participate fully, authentically, and most importantly, safely. And these are not just buzzwords or emotional talking. These are actually backed by science. A research conducted by Megan Kelly from the Australian Education Research Organisation, which was done in conjunction with Johanna Elizabeth and Royce Willis from the Southern Cross universities, found that that sense of belonging in university students resulted to higher motivation, greater academic achievement, and deeper engagement. Conversely, students who were first-generation university goers felt they did not belong, which resulted to higher dropout rates and lower academic achievement. This highlights a very, very important tool. When people feel they belong, they actually succeed and stay. It's not just a personal benefit. It's a systemic solution to issues like student retention and academic success. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a head of academics. It's backed by science. In another article that I found very interesting, written by Dr. Imboden, entitled Belonging, an Essential Human and Organizational Need, which he says, and I quote, "Not feeling you belong can result to inflammation and other unhealthy lifestyle behaviors." See, these are not psychological. These experiences are not just psychological, they're physiological. And feeling excluded or being isolated can lead, and this is where I want you to listen carefully, can lead to depression, heart conditions, and other very chronic diseases. Belonging, people, is not just to have. It's a public health priority, a moral obligation, and a leadership imperative. So how do we build truly inclusive societies? I want us to explore 3 vital shifts together. Number 1, from uniformity to humanity. Too often, we build systems that treat everybody the same. Now, that's not bad. That's not bad. But fairness is not sameness. It's meeting people where they are. Whether it's in our screening processes, our hiring practices, our classroom activities, we must design systems. We must design systems that adapt to people, and please don't expect people to adapt to our systems. Ask yourself, are we designing for efficiency alone, or are we including empathy in creating systems that make students and individuals with unique needs feel included and, most importantly, empowered? Second one, from awareness to action. Awareness is not enough. It's good, but it's not the goal. We need visible, concrete systems. We need policies that protect. We need spaces that empower. And most importantly, we need, and I speak to myself, leaders who reflect on diversity and inclusion. Dr. Imboden emphasizes, for inclusion to be successful, we must involve opportunities, motivators, competences, and different perceptions. These, as she says, are the core levers that shape how people feel truly connected and, most importantly, capable in their environments. Inclusion my lovely audience, is not the job of a department, inclusion, HR, or even the principal. It's everybody's responsibility. It's in our conversations, our hiring choices, our screening, our admission processes, and most importantly, us as individuals and leaders. Last but not least, from access to belonging. Access gets people to the door. Belonging is what keeps them there. Belonging makes people speak their truth, share their cultures, and most importantly, express their needs, and still feel valued, heard, and listened to. Belonging is not a fantasy, but belonging turns a workplace into a community, a city into a home, and the most important thing, tolerance into true connection. You belong here, and so does everyone else. So I leave you with this today. If you're a leader, how are you building inclusive teams and not just diverse ones? And if you're a teacher, where are the teachers in this room? Bravo. If you're a teacher, how are you catering for neurodivergent students' needs? And if you're a policymaker, how are you ensuring voices from all walks of life feel heard? If you're a neighbor, how are you making your community that much a little bit better? The students here, done. How are you making your peers, whose unique needs that are different from yours, feel included and welcome? Please keep that thought for a little bit. Because inclusion, as I said, does not begin with institution. It begins with all of us. Let's stop expecting people to prove they belong, and let's build a world that says, you already do. Thank you.